Ready?
Been ready.
Let's do this. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and well, this is a not-so review.
Welcome, welcome, welcome!
As you know, my name is Sunny, and of course I'm sitting here with my good...
None other than Jared Nicholson, aka Pyramid.
And, well, like I said earlier, this is a not-so review. We'll be reviewing Rupaul'S Drag Race.
It's right there.
Season 11.
Number.
Before we get into the zhuzh of it all, please like, share, subscribe, comment, tell all your friends, tell your aunties, come together, let's sit together, let's have a chit chat.
Bring them all.
Let's have a chit chat. Let's have a chit chat. And let's get right into the review. Alright, so the girls have arrived.
They have arrived. We've been watching them. We saw the promos. We saw the Ask of the Queens.
Anyway, let's talk about the season 11 queens.
So they've just arrived, and the first one to walk into the workroom is obviously none other than Miss Jane. Looking hella expensive.
Looking moneyed. Looking good.
You can actually
looking polished.
You can actually see the transformation from her season to now. And I know it sounds like, oh yeah, that's what we expect, but it's not always the case. Like, I'm not gonna mention anyone, but okay, never mind. Cynthia Lee Fontaine, like from her season to where she was in the next season, it was just the same. But you can
with
see
bigger hair.
You can see she's actually listened and wanting to do better.
Yes.
That
That being said, though, we weren't really introduced to Vanjie because we knew her for a second. She left with an iconic phrase, and that was it. Unless, of course, you were stalking her on Instagram or following her on YouTube.
I wasn't either, I'll be honest.
I don't know Vanjie, so all of this might actually just be...
have been her, and we just didn't know.
Now, Nita West seems to be some sort of a drag legend in the States. I can't call her shoes legendary.
Those kitten heels were on some other level. They were literally yay big. Like, they were so big.
Oh, and then she said 11 legendary, and I was just...
Cringe.
The heels to the 11 legendary
to the hat.
That hat, my dearest, it tipped off somewhere. It tipped off, and she literally had to say it. The way she was walking looked like she knew it was gonna fall off. If you know it's gonna fall off, don't wear it, or at least safety put it on something.
The good thing about her is she seems polished. She's been around, so you never know what she's gonna bring. So I'm actually excited to see more of what she brings. First episode is shaky, so let's just kind of see how it goes.
Yeah, it's just the first episode.
Yeah.
Next on the runway is
none other than
Sugar cane.
Sugar cane.
Wrong.
What was wrong?
No, her hair was wrong, friend.
Was she the wrong of the week?
Her hair... She wasn't the wrong of the week. Her hair
was the wrong of the week.
I lived for that that black ensemble she had on, like that jump.
It was like a full like catsuit unitard vibes.
It was. I loved it because it had dimensions, and it was black and it was sparkling, and it had just embellishments. It was doing the most, and the hair.
Her makeup was on point. She looked like
beautiful.
She looked literally like there's the season 9 queen type of look. Am I looking?
I did not see this.
The people have seen. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating or whatever that was. What was that?
That was makeup.
Oh, okay. We have to get beat for you guys. We don't just look like this all the time.
No,
but anyway.
you have to get beat. I'm all natural.
In terms of Sugarcane, I loved her makeup. It looked very season 9-ish. The colors, the way the lower lashes were done as well. The hair, I wasn't a big supporter of. I know some girls do the whole hump thing, but in my mind, it was on point. It was just good. It was one of those.
I feel like she's gonna be one of those queens where I'm not gonna remember her name next year.
Sugar cane, sugar cane, sugar cane. Sugar cane.
Okay, the next queen on the runway is
The fishiest of them all.
Plastic Tiara.
Plastic Tiara, what? I don't know. Like first thing you see is fish, so I think everyone's gonna gravitate to her.
She is a fresh piece of hake on your plate.
More like tilapia.
But she is beautiful, but she's relying on
that body,
she's
relying on that pretty.
She's relying too much on pretty. There's not that much a personality behind it where I can go, yes. Unlike, you remember your Kutniks, who are the other fish girls that just had all the personality?
Fish girls is very hard because you looked at 4 fish and then there's a big expectancy for you to perform according to how fishy you look. So it's a real slippery slope. So you're either gonna be really out there to kind of make up for the fishiness, but you still want to be fish. It's a very, very narrow pool. So if you are gonna be...
That being said, in this entire episode, she was very to herself.
Yeah.
So maybe she's gunning for something bigger.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Gagas, plastic, gagas.
Listen, entry look, you were beautiful, but I just want to see
you were beautiful, you look like a model, you look like Linda Evangelista, all of those things.
Linda Evangelista was Asian.
That's how long it sounded like in my mind.
Mercedes Iman Diamond.
Representing for Africa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, Wakanda forever.
There's no such thing as Wakanda in Africa. Just saying.
It's somewhere here.
No, it's not.
It's an invisible continent.
Friend, it's a
in
fictional
Africa.
place.
Wait, what?
So, Mercedes Yellow la la la. I'm gonna call her that now. Mercedes Diamond. She looks good. Her body's good. Her face is good.
Her hair was okay.
Her hair was okay.
A big okay.
She already off the bat very timid girl. You can see she comes from the pageant things because she's all about what I'm wearing is who I am.
It's gonna sell me and it's going to be the it thing for me. But we need, here is where we're gonna need more because we need persona.
Yeah, this
as well.
This, as who said it once, these are the Olympics of drag.
Yeah.
You gotta bring it. You don't go to the Olympics and say, here friend, I have a shot put. I'm not gonna throw it. I'm just gonna show you the shot put.
That I have it and I can throw it, but I will not throw it.
I will not throw it.
Yeah.
Scarlett and there. I have no notes.
Little bit notes, just like her corset outfit. I don't know what that was. It looked...
That shake and go wig.
It looked like a corset that was stretched out just a little bit. Just get up to here. And I was like, no.
And the boob contour.
Ooh, it looked like...
so harsh.
It looked like pancakes. Just...
She just looks so unfinished. She looks so unfinished, as if like there was supposed to be more that was supposed to be thrown on there, but they didn't have time. So they were like, girl, just go, make it work.
And for me, I was looking at those butterflies and it was 2 butterflies. Like literally 1, 2. Who's the lady that put the... What's her name?
Asia
O'Hara. I thought it was those butterflies that she
let
let
me give you the legendary Cameron look. The next is Honey Dollar More.
Honey, honey, honey.
I feel like she's got such a lovely personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's refreshing. She's nice, you know.
She's got things to say as well. She was thinking what I was thinking, so I feel like I could sit with her.
Yes. Not a fan of her hair.
What was her hair again?
It was that finger wavy situation, and then...
Oh, yes.
I didn't like her
a little poodle that was in the rain.
Especially because her entire outfit had this big hip situation, and then she had this teensy head with the...
But she's committing to this whole bee aesthetic. So.
I love her. I love her personality. I've seen better looks from her. She is a queen that we should gag over because she's that girl.
I'm just worried that she's gonna give us brown cow stunning.
Brown cow stunning. Are you brown cow stunning? Akiria Davenport.
I'm trying so hard not to compare queens and not to put queens next to each other, but it makes it so hard when they're from the same house and when they look the exact same from the hair.
Listen, honey, if you haven't realized, this season is the season of families.
Houses and families.
It's
yeah.
families and houses.
I'm trying my hardest not to compare because I know everyone's gonna be like, and that's not what we're doing. When the resemblance is there, I'm gonna call it out as I see it. And I saw Kennedy walk in for the 3rd time in my mind. Her season, All Stars, and now. Oh.
Evie Oddly?
Wow, okay, Evie Oddly, not my type of queen that I'd gravitate to, but, she, in my mind, is gonna change the drag scene again. It changes all the time.
Now that you say that, I am already taking Evie Oddly and I'm putting her on the winner's table. Because every single season...
there must be that different queen.
Yes. There is that different queen, and if that different queen executes everything correctly, there are surefire winners.
Yeah, not only that, but that queen will then open doors for other queens. I've noticed there's always been a time where there's a brand new queen doing something that we're not quite familiar with, and then that opens doors to a different style of drag. We had that with Sharon, not comparing the two, but she opened the doors for different styles of drag. So I'm hoping.
Who Sharon opens doors for?
She did. Like, no one was doing that spooky Halloween-y Party City look before then.
Yeah, there were a lot of queens who were doing what Sharon was doing.
Sharon Needles, season 4.
They just weren't on Drag Race, but there were a lot of queens.
Yeah, but I'm just talking in the Drag Race category now. So there wasn't anyone, and no one was doing that. So in terms of Evie Oddly, please open some doors. Please stay for longer, and let's see.
I feel like she's gonna go a long way. I feel like she's got something very interesting to offer. Thank you, Evie Oddly, and your green self. Silky
Nutmeg Ganache.
I live.
She's loud. She's a little bit here for me. A little bit.
But
she's given us.
We're gonna get to the personality. Let's just talk about
her entrance look right now.
Her entrance look. I love it when a full, thick, round, full-figured girl comes and says, "Bitch, body." I love it. I love it that they don't, like some other queens from other seasons, just restrict themselves to like gowns.
Yeah.
I love that she just said, listen, I can wear all the things. So I'm very interested about the fashion that she's going to bring to the show as a full-rounded girl, because the last time we saw a full-figured girl do the right things was...
in my mind,
Eureka.
It's always been Eureka.
Eureka.
Ganache, I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you.
I
You are a personality, but...
don't be here.
Don't be here, girl. We know that you need your time to shine. We know that you need the people to know who you are, but you don't need to in our face. Don't, girl.
There's nothing that she said in her entrance. Something.
Attitude check.
Fuck that, something. I was like, why?
The next one is Brooklyn Heights.
Okay, sorry, from the promos and from everything, I've just said Brooklyn Heights is the one that I'm looking at. And every time we have like a new season that comes out, we always like watch or just get the pictures and be like, okay, so who are you looking at? Or who are you? Or who are you supporting? And I say Brooklyn Heights.
Brooklyn Heights, for me, in my mind, unless things go left, she is going to epitomize fashion in this season.
You think?
I feel like she's going to do it. She is going to epitomize fashion, and she's going to do it without trying, and that's what I'm going to love.
And we're going to see her in All-Stars season 5.
She's definitely going to be an All-Stars girl. Like, no, we don't know the producers like that, but sometimes you can just tell when a girl is an All-Star.
I smell it.
You can smell the All-Starsness. So, even if she doesn't win this one, we're going to see her in All-Stars. She's definitely going to be an All-Stars girl.
In all of that, just to cut everything short, we'll only tell who's going to be in All-Stars after Snatch Game. Her next one that we have, Ariel Versace.
I understood her look, and I had a wow moment. I was shook. I really was shook.
Tell me about her look.
Okay.
I didn't get it, so...
Okay, so she walked in and she said, "Now this is what dreams are made of." And I was like, well, that's kind of lame. And then I was like, hold on. Remember Lizzie McGuire?
Oh.
That Hilary Duff movie?
Yeah.
And then when she's performing, hey now, this is what dreams. And she wears almost the exact same thing. And they even showed the cartoon with the exact same thing running away from the stage. That's why I was like, I get her look.
Okay.
I got her look. So
she came for us with some receipts.
Thank
I love
you.
a girl that comes with receipts.
She has
as
references.
Well. References. And
she came with references, so all the us girls, we know the references.
Yeah.
So she came with the references. She's witty. She's quick mouth. She's a beautiful queen. She seems to have her ish together.
Yeah. I love the hair. Sorry to just touch on the hair. She had like these little colors of curls in her hair at the tips. So at one point it was pink. We had a teal thing going on. We had just different colors. So it was.
She's like, I'm a rainbow.
Yeah.
I don't know why I wrote her. She's a snappy, shitty, pretty queen.
Okay, I accept. I allow.
The next queen to walk onto the main stage is Raja O'Hara.
Raja, where your earrings at, girl?
Girl.
Oh, yeah, like.
And she was persistent about those earrings as well.
It was just
girl, if they fell, like, it's either you hot glue them and suffer, or you just leave them.
Now, if I know that I have a necklace or an earring or something that I know is not reliable, I'm not gonna wear it where I need to gag the other queens. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm leaving that. That's the stuff that I'm giving to someone for the next round race. Hey girl, these earrings will really suit you. Why don't you try them on? They're
in other words, you're gonna throw them under the bus.
Literally, I'm not gonna wear them. So she chose to wear them,
and it actually, because they kept on falling off and she kept on trying to put them
back on.
You just saw all this boy. Oh, the boy cut. You
she had like this buzz cut thing going on and it was trimmed and it just wasn't petite.
It wasn't right. It
So-
wasn't right. But her newspaper look wasn't bad. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was well executed, but I don't think it was terrible.
She was giving us paper mache.
Honey, she was giving us arts and
grade
crafts.
3 and yeah.
I didn't think it was a bad look. It wasn't well executed. I feel like you could have stoned to the top at least. Stoned the top, given a little bit of bling bling, and of course those earrings, and changed the hair, girl. But apart from those little tweaks here and there, that could have been an outfit.
Next on the list we have
When her fans come and get you, I will look at you like this.
I didn't like the outfit, guys. I just didn't like the outfit. I'm not saying I hate her.
I wasn't mad at the outfit.
I didn't like the outfit.
Okay.
Next on the list we have Montrese.
Right. We have Kahana Montrese, the daughter of Coco
Montrese. They are so alike. They even have that missing tooth as well, so I'm gagged at that. I don't know if it was a family thing that they decided we're gonna go and take it out and
Wow.
But yeah, she looks
Her body proportions were
wrong.
They were not right. They were not right at all.
Ooh, she was the meh of the week
Ooh,
for me.
because she has such big manly shoulders.
Like, I have the same problem.
She should not have worn those teensy things. When they ended here.
In my mind, her and Scarlet Envy could go to the same shop. In my mind. The hair was nice, it was cute.
It's all she invested in.
Yeah. Soju. Sorry, I'm looking for her new song, so. Sorry, why are we laughing at Soju?
Soju has been around the block, honey.
Here's my problem with Soju. Soju goes to DragCon. Soju interviews queens. Soju is a part of the queens.
So
by now she should know the things. Like,
she should know the trademark secrets. She should know what to do and what not to do. She should walk in that room and everyone should go.
And when she walked in, I was just like,
Where was the body? Where was the hair? Where were you?
So Jew.
We're moving straight to
The main
challenge. And for the main challenge, Silky had to choose different boxes that were inspired by past Drag Race alumni.
So, wait, just a quick question.
Yeah.
You're Silky Ganache right now, and you're now distributing these boxes. Are you throwing the people under the bus? Are you giving your friends the right ones?
Are you asking me as of what Silky Ganache did or
what you
should?
do?
Okay. I would have thrown the people under the bus. I'm trying to win. Alright, so onto the main stage. We have a brand new runway song.
Mm-hmm.
Which is Mighty Love.
Sorry, I'm just checking my notes. It's better than She's a Super Queen, to be honest.
No, it really is. It's way better than She's a Super Queen. We have Mighty Love. It's nice, it's up-tempo, and it actually just made me get ready for the runway.
Oh yeah.
I feel like for a long time, I was just like bothered by the fact that She's a Super Queen would start. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not a runway song.
And every time we watch an episode together, we know there's certain things that we're gonna say about the episode. So as soon as the runway starts, I'm like, I hate this song. And then Zay will be like, it's just not walkable. And then I'll be like, I hate this song.
Well, it's not there anymore. So thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's talk about the queens.
The queens. This is what we came here for.
That's
So the first one was
Plastic Tiara wearing Sasha Velour inspired stuff.
It had to be your style with the queen's
Yes.
materials. And it was her style.
Babbage, she wore the exact same thing as her entry look.
She's been wearing the exact same
It was
thing.
the exact. I was shook. I was shook at the fact that I saw that. I literally
It's the
saw
promo, the Meet the Queens, the entry,
all the same.
the-
She's Bianca Del Rioing us. It's all one thing.
But she
It's
did
all
say
one
on
thing.
the runway that she just does that. Like, it needs to be cinched
But
at the
then-
waist and flowy at the bottom.
But then you can't expect to get far in the competition.
No, we looking at Bianca Del Rio.
Yeah, but Bianca Del Rio had wit, honey, and she made room every single week.
Yeah, it's true.
So, all right, the next queen is Brooklyn Heights, and she came on with Detox's box.
I literally
Box.
would not have known the difference. If they told me that was Detox and I went like this, I would have said it's Detox. It was like legit, it was Detox in my mind.
Yeah.
And I know that wasn't the challenge, it probably is her own aesthetic, but it just read Detox. She got the colors right,
Detox
she got
could have worn that
that.
exact same thing in that exact same way.
on season 4. But what she wore didn't look like it was made. It looked like it was bought. That was one of my notes. It, like, this looks bought. This looks so good.
How her sewing skills must be off the roof if she could sew that.
And that was like a plastic pleather type of
Oh my
rubber
word.
latex
And it
fantasy.
fit her good. Nothing was hanging. Nothing was
Droopy, lumpy,
It
bumpy.
fit her good.
Yeah.
Nah.
Brooklyn, we're looking at you and
Brooklyn.
we're living.
Come on,
You
Canadian.
go on.
I know what you're about. Moving on to the next one is Honey Davenport, and she wore Ben de la Cram's box. Meh.
Ooh.
Meh.
I don't think she was the meh of the week, but an honorable meh.
Meh.
Moving on. Moving on.
Ariel Versace, she wore Blanche's box.
She said in her voiceover that she's a cosplay queen and she was giving homage to Poison Ivy and to other cosplay queens, and I saw that in the reference, and then I saw with the leaves it was very ganja-ish, and so yeah, like it was, if cosplay is her thing, I'm giving her points for that, and I'm giving her points for ticking the ganja things. Well done, you slayed it.
The next is Evie Oddly, she had Alaska's box. That was the...
I know exactly what it was. From seeing her, I wanted a certain thing. Like I needed her to be the, and it was just plastic. Like,
It really was plastic. It was fabric underneath that, well, she sewed into something, like a dress situation,
Yeah.
and then she took plastic and she threw it on top of her and she said...
I had heavy expectations and I was let down. So just go into things without expecting anything.
And she got safe.
She was safe.
She was safe. The next queen on the runway is Scarlet Envy, and she wore Violet Chachki's box.
I loved the look.
Soju had kimchi's kimchi. Soju has Soju has it's such a tongue twister. I can't.
Soju has kimchi's box.
Thank you. Soju had kimchi's box. No. The next one was Raja O'Hara. She got Kennedy Davenport's box. I do not remember this look. I'm being so honest. I don't remember this look.
I'm trying to go back to
I don't remember this look. I'm just like, what did she wear? Okay, next girl. Mercedes. Iman Diamond. Okay, Iman wore.
Iman wore war paint on her face.
I'm worried about Iman now.
Her hands were brown, and then her face was legit white, and then another color. Like, I could see where she was. It's like she just put on the stuff to contour and said, okay, I'm ready, and I'm not gonna blend. Let's do this.
Next we have Sugarcane, and she wore
Sharon Needles.
Sharon Needles box.
I said outdated.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere. The next girl is Vanessa Wanji Mateo, and she had Valentina's box.
Why is it Valentina?
Hello,
It's me, Valentina. Yes.
Yes.
I need more.
Yes. Shape, body, a concept, an outfit, head to toe, makeup. Oh wow, it was beautiful to look at. It was beautiful to look at. Wasn't too much of a fan of the shoes, but everything else was amazing. Silky
Ganache.
She wore peppermint.
And she threw some peppermints at us. I don't know, there's like 3 peppermints.
For like a good second.
But he didn't do the, oh my god!
In Rue's mind, he was like, who is gonna clean that up?
She was as cute as a button. I liked it.
No, it was cute.
She was cute. Like,
as
as a legit button. She
It
was
was cute. She was cute.
Thank you.
She served the lyric. Silky. The next,
We're gonna do this every time.
Kahana had someone's box. Girl,
Kahana, no!
I don't know whose box she had because she wore a stoned bra and a quarter stoned tight, and she said,
I'm done, bitches. It was really conceptual, and I think pulling off that hair and making sure none of it falls off. Because every time
so well.
every time she would twirl or turn, I was like, oh. Because I know Rue's eyes were just gonna go to whatever fell, and it was like.
So at the end of it all, we came down to the bottom 2. The winner was, spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
Well
My
done.
girl, Brooklyn Heights.
Boo, 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 boo.
She did the things and well deserved. I think it was.
It's a tough spot to win first.
The Davenport and her, it was just literally them two together.
Yeah. And then the bottom 2 ladies, we have
Soju,
and
who is it again?
Kahana, honey.
Oh. What I saw in the lip sync, Kahana ate Soju.
No, she ate it. So Kahana said, I don't want to
Twirled,
leave.
did circles around
When
Soju.
Kahana got me when she did that backflip.
Oh my god!
So, congratulations to Brooklyn winning. It was really sad to see Soju go home as the first queen. There are now 14 queens left. 14 queens left. Who do you think, friend, is in the potential for the crown?
I'm gonna stick with my guns, and I hope Brooklyn Heights has a comedy bone, because we all know that comedy takes you pretty far in this type of field. So please have a comedy bone. Plastique, I'm also looking at you right now. Develop one. You probably don't have one, but develop one.
Make it, friend, make it.
Because I've seen so many queens come and be a fashion thing, and then you find them being comedy full on. Like we had Pearl in season 7. So that's my favorite season. But yeah, girls like that, you've got to, and you're gonna hear the come out of your shell, but your shell is fashion. So find that funny bone and find your emotion and start getting it. So Plastique, Brooklyn Heights, Ganache. I think those are my 3 now.
My 3 so far: Ganache, Brooklyn. I don't see Plastique in that 3. I don't see.
America loves a fishy queen. Don't underestimate that. They can.
No, but America is not deciding. Yeah, it's the judges who are deciding. And if she carries on the way she's carrying on, Michelle is going to read her for the same shit.
She's already started.
Exactly. So if she carries on like this, no. So for me, it's Ganache, it's Brooklyn, and actually Vanjie Mateo.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah. Vanjie Mateo. She's got the following. She knows what to expect. She knows what not to do. She knows to listen to the judges. She knows how to play the competition. She knows how to not be here.
And she's got that funny bone whenever she speaks, how she speaks and how she...
And everybody loves her.
Yeah.
So those are our top 3 so far, but let's see how the rest of the 14 weeks go.
We'll be waiting next week. Same time, same place, I guess.
Wow, thank you. Let's thank the people. You can't just chase them away.
We're not chasing them, we're just letting them know that we're gonna be here next week. I know you'd love to see us.
What? Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell somebody about us, and I guess we'll see you in the next Not So Review.
Please, please, in the Not So Review, we'll see you next week.
Where are you going?
I was trying to go away and then disappear, but then...
Like Wendy Williams?
Read!